At Aurora University, we have a long history of living our mission as an inclusive community dedicated to the transformative power of learning. I love that our mission begins by stating that we're inclusive. This value defines who we are and helps shape every decision we make and how we make those decisions. Our success lies in collaboration and wholehearted commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. By embracing and encouraging diversity in all its forms, we create a campus where unique perspectives and experiences are valued. This environment enables access to novel information and innovative ideas and paves the way for more effective problem solving. In other words, when we bring different perspectives to campus, we learn from one another. And that can happen during a classroom discussion, a student club event, a speaker presentation, or on the playing field. This is why I am dedicated to increasing access to higher education and to preparing students to be leaders who live meaningful lives, are interculturally competent, and civically engaged. As the new president of AU and first Latina president in AU history, I am asking faculty and staff to focus on creative, distinctive opportunities for students, always considering their diverse backgrounds, unique needs, and challenges, and connecting them in a timely fashion to resources that will help them succeed. This means that we need to create opportunities for dialogue centered around the experiences of individuals that may be different from our own. When we are willing to learn about others, it shows we care. When we have empathy, it helps us connect with others more easily and we understand one another better. At AU, demonstrating the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion involves providing access to programs and offices that embrace differences and set all students up for success. We offer students support through the Disability Resource Office, the Pathway Autism Initiative, the Office of Black Student Initiatives, the Office of Latino and Latina Student Initiatives, the Bias Incident Response Team, and the Safe Zone Training Program, and through our Chief Diversity Officer and committees focused on DEI efforts. We also support DEI through our athletics programming. We invite and recruit prospective student athletes with different backgrounds from all over the country, even the world, to become AU Spartans. Our coaches not only focus on winning, but they emphasize service and programming to help improve our communities. Aurora University students, faculty, staff, and coaches thrive on being part of a relationship-intensive institution where we embrace and celebrate diversity by openly sharing our opinions, perspectives, and ideas with each other on campus and through our interactions with those in the community. This is how we empower all students to achieve lasting personal and professional success. Go Spartans!
Hello and welcome to Aurora University's Spartan Athletic Park for tonight's Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference contest between the visiting Foresters of Lake Forest College and your Aurora University Spartans. Before we begin play, we meet tonight's starting lineups. We ask that everyone please rise and kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Foresters. On attack, number 17, Brendan Herbert. Number 55, Ryan Dusevich. Number 88, John Casey. At midfield, number 1, Tripp Gaston. Number 2, Chaz Dean. Number 34, Macklin Thomas. On defense, number 19, Jack Gillard. Number 44, Connor Murphy. Number 77, Liam Bradley. And in goal, number 23, Andrew Widler. And now, the starters for your Spartans. For the attackman, number 4, Tyler Forstall. Number 43, Rylan Burra. Number 51, Griffin Jowitz. At midfield, number 15, Ben Jasper. Number 20, Austin Spokely. And number 25, Owen Spencer. On defense, number 19, Zach Klug. Number 28, Eli Etzler. And number 32, Noah Kuzmicki. And in the goal for your Spartans, number 35, Asher Debbie. And AU is led by head coach Reed Mabry.
Good evening and welcome to Spartan Athletic Park. It is the 16th of April and it is another NAC tilt. It's the Foresters in town from Lake Forest College taking on your Aurora University Spartans. I'm Bill Downing here on athletics.aurora.edu. I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors. We've got Kaufman GMC in Aurora, Elite Management Properties, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers of Oswego. Our three main sponsors that keep us going. And we'd like to thank them, as always, for their continued support here for Aurora University Athletics. And this will be Foresters ball. The Turf Gremlin jumps up and bites Lake Forest right away. Owen Spencer trying to come up with it. Not able to do so. As Connor Murphy will reel this one in. The Foresters in their black and red. And this will go the way of the Spartans on an offside. Andrew Widlar between the pipes for the Foresters and Asher Deputy. Here's Rylan Pora. Forrestal, the big guns are out there right now for the Spartans. Here's Cranjuice. He's on the near hash marks, and he'll pick up the pass from Pora. And that one knocked out of the wickets, and Lake Forest comes out with it. Not before Owen Spencer knocks it back out of the wickets, and then Spartan ball again. Very physical contest between these two. Spartans coming in 8-5 overall, perfect in the NAC at 8-0, and the Foresters 7-6 overall, 6-2 in conference play. Owen Spencer, that's his sweet spot. Nice carry, moves it to the near side. Widlar on the post, able to deflect that one. Only 4 seconds. Well, they had to reset the shot clock on that one. Pora drops it back over. Spencer shoots and scores. Owen Spencer makes it 1-0 Spartans. For Owen Spencer, that's number 17 on the season. He went there once. And Pora. Well, that is a very professional sounding PA coming from my right. Not sure who that is. John Ray. If you're in need of a PA guy, that guy sounds like he belongs in the big leagues. Spartans up 1-0. Rylan Pora gets another assist, and he's got 27. Spartans offsides. Oh, we've had a couple go each way now. And wait. Officials will talk about it. One nothing Spartans, 12:48 left here in the first. Like I said, our sponsors are big for our broadcast, and we'll be talking a lot about them throughout the broadcast. Kaufman GMC, Elite Management Properties, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers of Oswego. Really, really big time to step up to sponsor these broadcasts throughout the entire year. I mean, it's the only break is in the summer. Here's Forstall, splits the defense. Good carry. That one down on the turf. Picked up. Tartaglione picks it up for Lake Forest. Now Connor Murphy on the near wing. Long stick midfielder. 1-0 Spartans here early on. The women's team was at Lake Forest today, and that will be a turnover. And they lost 13-8 for their first conference loss. Lake Forest stays undefeated in women's lacrosse. Four turnovers already. Each team now with 4 turnovers. Well, it's going to be a very physical contest here tonight for sure. Trip Gaston drops this one down low, and a big hit taken by Chastain, but he bounces that one by Deputy and make it 1-1. Well, he took a hit. He paid for that, but not before. John Casey will get the assist on the Dean goal. 1-1. This will be Spartan ball. Spencer, near side to Rylan Pora. Comes in with only 8 goals, but 27 assists. Forstall with 21 goals. Chris Bucci, 23. Very high-scoring offense. Here's Pora on the near post, and he'll stay inside the numbers. Now Forstall. Withdrawals right at the far hash mark on the far wing. Here's Forstall, and that one picked off. Boy, Lake Forest playing some inspired lacrosse here early on. A lot of physical play to cause yet another turnover for the Spartans. And that's number 5 for Aurora. Dominic Lewis. He's knocked down. He's back to his feet. Lewis spinning right then left. Now to get it out. Ryan Dusevich, number 55. He's trying to creep in on the near wing. That one turned over. Good anticipation. Here's Kosmicki. Finds Pora. 9:50 left here in the first. 1-1 is our score. Boy, Forstall trying to reel that one in. Again, the physical play, and it's going to stay with Aurora. Ben Strub, number 17, just outside the hash marks. He's going to come in and score. That's number 19 on the season for Ben Strub. That one unassisted at 9:32 of the first. And the Spartans regain the lead at 2-1. Each team with 5 ground balls apiece. 3 shots to 1 in favor of the Spartans, 2 shots on goal to 1 in favor of Aurora. And quickly, the Spartans were trying to push that one straight down the field. Eli Etzler, right over the top of the stick of Pora. Chris Bucci causing some chaos. And Pora will pick this one back up again. Griffin Joas slings this one out to the near wing point. And that's Forstall waiting for the proper personnel, and that one is Carson Leader. Back over to Strub, who just scored to make it 2-1. Leader moves it in, and Strub tried to get his second goal. That one wide of the far post. Shot clock down to 34. Bucci. That one picked up by Lake Forest, and then all of a sudden, looked like Bucci was able to get a shot off, but it will be Lake Forest ball. Taglione brings it up for the Foresters. And we have a penalty, and it's going to be against Aurora. Deputy with another stop. Gaston. And there's the touch-up, and we'll see what the penalty is going to be. Looks like it's going to be a slash. And the extra man will go to the Foresters. May I recommend that referee wash that flag, because it's pretty dark. 1 minute for slashing. Forrester's on the extra man. See what the Spartans can do here. Lake Forest trying to tie it up at 2. 7:20 left here in the first. Lake Forest on the extra man. There's a shot. Deputy able to get a stick on that. Eli Etzler, the player of the week for Lacrosse. Deputy, that one was about chest high. He read that one as that one went wide all the way to the Spartan sideline. Here's Gaston. Gaston back out to the point. Cross field, I tell you, that one just missed the stick of Benjamin Jasper. Here's Gaston again, way outside the Spartans' pressure. And the extra man is over. Forrester's 0 for 1. Here's Gaston. Macklin Thomas. This one down on the turf. Spartans trying to come up with it. They do. Austin Spokley drops it off to Rowmaker. And Rowmaker will retreat. Here comes Ben Strub. And he'll take the shot and score. Little how do you do on that one? A little bit of extra pepper on that shot. That's Strub's second. For Strub, now he's at an even 20 on the season.
Number 17, Ben Strub, unassisted. Ben Strub, unassisted for his second goal of the game.
Now Lake Forest down by 2. Let's see how they respond. Gabe Boston, number 14, passes it off to number 55, Ryan Dusevich. .5:25 left in the first. 3-1 Spartans. That one misses the stick. DeRosia. Jackson DeRosia. Able to track that one down. DeRosia, he'll give this one up. Back to the near side. That's Casey. He has an assist. That one knocked out of the wickets. Lake Forest comes up with it. They got 13 on the shot clock. And that one will find the back of the net. Andrew Koch. Makes it 3-2.
Lake Forest goal scored by number 11, Andrew Cook, unassisted.
4:45 left here in the first. 3-2 now. Lake Forest with a very large roster. A couple pages. You don't normally see that. But they've got plenty of players on their sideline. Dusevich. Hebert out there also. Brandon Herbert. Lake Forest looking to tie this up. Here's Gaston. That shot wide of the far post. 4 minutes left here in the first. It's 3-2. Very competitive first. That one loose, and Deputy will pick it up. No Kosmicki, number 32. Out there, received the pass from Deputy. Now Pora has it. Pora moving in. Colin Murphy all over him. Pora will dump that one back out. Connor Bolton. Bolton move in just outside the hash mark here on the near side. Now Forstall. Back over to Owen Spencer. He'll shoot from right there. And he scores. That's his sweet spot. And that's his second goal of the contest. Back to a 2-goal lead, 4-2. He's got 18 goals. That one unassisted. 2:58 left here in the first. 4-2 Aurora. Off and runner is Connor Murphy, and just like that, Lake Forest, bang, bang, and they score. Brendan Herbert.
Forest for goal scored by number 17, Brendan Herbert, assisted by number 44, Connor Murphy. Herbert from Murphy.
And Murphy will get the assist, and Herbert wanted that ball for some reason. So usually that means some type of milestone, so congratulations there, Brendan Herbert. And Lake Forest will have the face-off. 4-3. It's been tight the entire contest. Largest lead was 2. But Lake Forest not wasting any time. Last trip down, Lake Forest caught the Spartans flat-footed defensively. Don't think Aurora will make that mistake again. Owen Smith defensively on the near wing. DeRosia had that one knocked out of the wickets. And the Spartans will come up with it. Good play there by Dean Romaker. Back to Deputy. Deputy slings it out. Scotty Weiss. And here's the Spartans in transition. Here's Pora. Pora back with it. He's got Joas behind the crease. Nice cross over to Strub. Strub moves in, picks up a double team. Chris Bucci having one whale of a season. Gives this one up to Tyler Forstall at the point. Back to Bucci. Bucci moving in on the left. Pora. Strub, he was looking for the hat trick, and that one stopped nicely by Widlar. Owen Spencer, Ben Strub, each with 2 goals apiece. 60 seconds left here in the first.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
4-3 is your score. Lake Forest can hold for the final shot here in the first if they choose to do so. Dean already with a goal. He'll draw the double team. This one down on the turf, and that one picked up by Austin Spokley. Spartans will have 19 seconds to figure something out here. Couple long passes. Here's Owen Spencer. Just as I said, there's that long pass. Finds Forstall. They'll have about 6 seconds. Pora, he's got to get a shot off, and he does. And Widlar saw that one all the way, and we're at the end of one. It's Spartans 4, Foresters 3. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action live here from Spartan Athletic Park here on athletics.aurora.edu.
Everything's clean, everything's modern. You know how to get around, you know where these buildings are. I went in blind, I didn't have a visit or anything like that. So when I came here, I was like, this is the spot for me. It just felt like home.
I thought it was really beautiful out here. Yeah, there's a lot more green than back home.
Florida's just hot 24/7, so moving to a place that has seasons was kind of fun for me.
AU does a really great job, especially coming here your first weekend as a freshman. You get to meet so many people.
Living on campus kind of gave me that opportunity to meet people and be around people all the time.
I think I just liked having all that energy around me.
I think my advice for out-of-state students coming to AU is to get involved from the beginning because it makes the transition a lot easier when you know people.
Get involved in an organization or just go to the on-campus events. Some of those times are really what makes your experience.
Being so close to such a big city, I take the train all the time to Chicago with my friends.
AU is so special and great. We have people that want you to succeed even after college.
Four to 3 is your score as we enter the second quarter. Give a big shout out to our sponsors, Kaufman GMC, Elite Management Properties, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers of Oswego. I tell you, Saturday they had Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers everywhere. It was a huge ending to the NCAA Division III week. Lake Forest now going right to left. And we have a whistle. What's it going to be? Lake Forest will still have it. Yeah, that was fun. They had cornhole, food, activities the entire week. And then we had softball and lacrosse, volleyball going on. Just a lot of action here at Aurora University. Oh, swing and a miss. Oh, Deputy had to react on the secondary shot by Boston. First Dean. Swing and a miss, but then sitting right there was Gabe Boston. He was able to get a shot off, and Deputy got a piece of that. And the Spartans, their first possession here in the second quarter, up 4-3. Benjamin Jasper gets it out to Owen Smith, long stick midfielder. And when those guys can get a shot off, it's fun to watch. A little extra power behind that. That was Joas. Now Forstall. Spartans going left to right here in the second. They will do so also in the fourth. Boy, Forstall wanted to do a pirouette jump shot. Owen Spencer scores. And he's got himself a hat trick. What a shot by Spencer. Again, we talk about his sweet spot, They're going to give him that much room. He's going to take that shot. And Widler not able to stop that one.
Owen Spencer, unassisted. Spencer, unassisted for his third goal of the game.
Owen Spencer now at 19 on the season. And he's got 3 here today. Fellow teammate Ben Strobe with 2. A lot of unassisted goals here today. Rylan Pora has an assist. For Lake Forest, Dean, Koch, and Herbert with a goal and assist to Murphy and Casey. Try to go near post. That was a quick shot by Herbert again. Boy, another one that if you allow him any type of separation, he's going to take a shot. Cool night here tonight. A typical spring day in the Midwest. Things are supposed to warm up almost near 80, they say, on Friday, but there'll be a lot of storms. Boy, you can hear the clanging and banging up here. Right out front. Deputy got a piece of that on the shot by Wigton. Back out to the point, Herbert. And the Spartans come up. Wigton lost a handle on that. Here's Jasper. He'll just dump this one back. Nice move. Gets it to Weiss, Deputy. Then crossfield back to Jasper. Jasper, nice touch. Up to Weiss. Weiss dropped. Forstall takes a couple quick shoulders. Here's Strub. He's looking for a hat trick. Now Joas. As the Spartans set up with 11:30 left until halftime, 5-3 Aurora. Now Pora as the lights slowly start to take more and more effect here. Spartans looking to remain perfect in the knack. Joas. Here's Bucci. Bucci moves in, draws a double team. And that's going to be a penalty. There's going to be a couple penalties. How about 3 socks that time? And this one touched up by the Foresters. We may see multiple penalties on this one. Pora all drawing all that attention. Helmet came off. Let's see what this is going to be. It's going to be multiple penalties. This may be a 2-minute. And look.
Penalty on number 44, Connor Murphy. 30 seconds for holding. Murphy, 30 seconds for holding.
Wow. It's only 30 seconds after all those flags. It looked like 3 separate penalties. Only 30 seconds for holding. Let's see what the Spartans can do on their first extra man. Here's Bucci. Strub will be on the near wing. He has the ball right now. He's going to move in, shoot. That one hit a body on the way through. That one hit Behringer. I don't care who you are. That's got to hurt. Really, the only one with protection out there are the goalies. It's a very small chest pad. Otherwise, you got helmets, a mouthpiece, and gloves. And talking to a couple players, gloves really don't do much when you get hacked on the hands. It's like a giant Super Ball is what these lacrosse balls are. You can put a lot of English on these things and really make these lacrosse balls move all over the place. Now the Spartans now 0 for 1 on their extra man. Right out in the open, here's Leader. Leader's going to move in, drops the shoulder. Down on the ground. Who's going to pick it back up again? Leader does. Holds it in the cradle. 31 on the shot clock. Leader, big size advantage. Forstall sitting behind the cage. Usually that's where Rylan Pora will sit, but now Pora more comfortable on the wings. Here's Strub. Strub's going to move in. He's going to shoot. Woodlark gave up a rebound. Here's Bucci. And Joas. After all those passes, Joas puts another one behind Widlar to make it 6-3, largest lead of the night. For Joas, that's his 17th. Forstall will get the assist. 13th shot by the Spartans, 8th shot on goal registered. 10 shots for Lake Forest and 5 shots on goal. Each team 0 for 1 on the extra man. Here's Owen Spencer. Spartans not letting up on the gas pedal whatsoever. The largest lead that they've had is right here at 3. It's 6-3. 8:45 left here in the first half. Forstall moves in just outside the hash marks. Then he'll spin around back in the corner down to my right. Trying to cause a little separation, just a little shoulder. Now picks up the double team. Somebody's open. Now Spencer. It's not where he normally is, but when he comes out, he'll do a jump shot, and that one just missed. Reset on the shot clock, back to 60. Spencer dangerous. Anywhere on this field. He'll try to go short side if he can. And a stoppage at 7:55. See what the stoppage is for. Talk to the scorers table. Oh, reset the time. Put another 8 seconds back on at 8:03. Luke DuPont out there, big number 56. He'll have it. He'll move in on the near post. He was trying to find Forstall, and that one ended up being turned over. Picked up by Lewis. 8th turnover for the Spartans. Now Lake Forest trying to make a dent into that lead, and they can't do that. They ended up turning that one over, and Jasper comes up with it. Now the Spartans on the attack. Good outlet pass to Austin Spokley. Now Tyler Forstall. Bucci moves in. Trying to get the shot off that time was Joas. He was hounded by several Foresters. That ball down on the turf. But who's going to come up with it? We have a whistle. And they're going to give it right back to Aurora. Here's Strub. Leader and Strub will switch sides. Strub now out at the point. Here's Bucci. There's a shot. That one hit Widlar, and Widlar will pick this one up. Quick outlet. Taglione brings it up for the Foresters. And he's going to try to take a shot. No, wide open. Tartaglione drew the defense, and wide open. Found his teammate, and it's 6-4. Over pursuing that time on the defense. Casey will get the goal. Tartaglione will get the assist. The Spartans got to come up with it, and they will turn it right back over to Lake Forest on a long stretch pass. 6-4, 5:25 left until halftime. Macklin Thomas, number 34 on the near wing, gave that up to Gaston. Here's Dean, who already has a goal early on. Thomas now on the far wing. He falls down. Hounded big time by Easton Larson. This one will be on Aurora. For the stoppage at 4:49. And I believe Lake Forest is going to take a timeout, and so will we. 4:49 left until halftime. Spartans lead 6-4 here in athletics.aurora.edu. We'll be right back. Out of the timeout by Lake Forest. Head coach Phil Dotson in his fourth season. Reed Mayberry at the helm of the Spartans. Still with his timeout. Or timeouts. Every possession. Looks like it's going to be a seesaw battle here tonight. That one falls out of the wickets of Thomas, and we have a whistle. And Lake Forest will retain the possession. Here's Gaston. Casey, an assist and a goal. This one down on the turf, and this one picked up. Nice pickup that time. Here's Jasper. That all made possible by Zach Klug, number 19. Under 4 minutes left here in the first half, 6-4. Connor Bolton on the near wing. Gives this one up to Spencer. Spencer already with a hat trick. Here's Bolton. He's going to move in. He's going to take a shot. Oh, that one hit the post. Widlar able to come up with that. That one bounced right back to Adam. Comes Lewis. Lake Forest looking to draw this within one. Wigton. Now gives this one up. Here's Dean. Dean double teamed. He'll drop that one behind the cage. And then turn that one over, and now the Spartans will have it. 17th turnover for Lake Forest. Spartans are 5 of 12 in the face-off, 7 of 12 for Lake Forest. 3 saves to 2 in favor of Lake Forest. Boy, Strub out there like a figure skater. Look at that. Nobody can touch him. Still with it. Is he going to go the distance? And we're going to have multiple whistles, and I believe the Spartans now will take a timeout. Well, I don't know why you would want to stop Ben Strub. He took it from one end to the other and went through about 6 Lake Forest players. So we'll take a timeout. 2:10 left. It's 6-4. Halftime about 2 minutes and 10 seconds away. Head coach Reed Mayberry with the timeout. Spartans lead by 2, 6-4. Here comes Leader. Drops it off Pora. Now Forstall with that good cradle. And then the jump shot score. Tyler Forstall gets his second point of the day and extends the lead back to 3. That's his 22nd goal of the season for Forstall. But what a nice shot there by Tyler. Junior from St. Louis, Missouri. And a big hit, and we have a whistle. And they're going to give this to Lake Forest. We knew it was going to be physical. And the officials making sure that it doesn't get carried away. Here's Thomas. Finds Gaston. Gaston moving in just outside the near hash. She's going to move and lose it. Oh, what a nice job that time by Noah Kosmicki. Another turnover. 18 now for the Foresters. 10 for the Spartans. And the Spartans almost turning that one back over. Let's see, who are they going to give it to? They are going to give it right back to Lake Forest. 11th turnover by Aurora. 1 minute left here in the first half. And Lake Forest, again, if they choose so, they can go ahead and hold for the final shot. Good defense by Rowmaker. There's a shot, and that one low. Off the stick of Macklin Thomas. Spartans will have it again, about 17 seconds. Let's see if they can move one downfield. Rowmaker. Here's Forstall, 3 seconds. Forstall going to move in, and he will score. As the horn goes, so does Tyler Forstall.
Spartan goal in the half, scored by number 4, Tyler Forstall, unassisted.
8-4 as the horn sounds. And the largest lead of the night, 8-4 on the final shot of the first half. And we come back after this short break. We'll give you some statistical breakdowns, get you set up for second half action here from Spartan Athletic Park on athletics.aurora.edu.
In AU Athletics, we're guided by 3 goals for every Spartan. First is academic achievement, second is social responsibility, and third is athletic success. We know if the Spartans accomplish those goals, they'll be set up for success after graduation and have a great experience while they're at AU.
Athletic participation to me is very important. It builds skills that will help you in the future for a career path. Team building, collaboration, communication skills. You get that all from athletics, so it's really preparing me for the future.
When I came to school with a built-in family, that's invaluable to me, just having those girls with me all the time and get to spend every day together.
We always go to like the men's volleyball, women's volleyball, lacrosse, basketball, anything that's really going on campus.
The faculty is just so caring. They always do the absolute best to make sure you succeed in the classroom.
Having the student-teacher ratio that we have is amazing. You get to walk in and they know your name. You can ask them questions personally.
The pedigree is to win conference championships in every sport and compete at the national level for a national championship. And I chose a school that I know I was going to be playing for a national championship year in, year out.
I really enjoy the facilities. It's really nice that we have cages that we can go to when it's cold or rainy.
What separates AU from every other institution is its student-centric philosophy. I've seen this university operate in a variety of vantage points over the last 20 years, as a student athlete, as a professor, as a coach, and now as an administrator. And in each one of those roles, AU's unwavering commitment to put the student at the center of everything is abundantly clear.
It's definitely so cool to see all of the different backgrounds people come from. It's just an experience I've never gotten before, so getting to meet people from across the country and even across the world.
We like to go to the city on the weekends, and we like to go watch sports games downtown.
You're close to a big city. You get a degree here at Aurora University, you have many internship possibilities that you can actually go to. Anything that you're going to go into is right here in the Chicago area.
I enjoy coaching because of the connection with the student athlete. From the time you start recruiting them, whether it's texting them or calling them, to the time that they graduate here, you're with them day in and day out. They know we're here for them.
We volunteer at the food pantry down the street. We do it every year. It's a great opportunity for us to come together and give back to our community. And I know that other teams do it too.
In Division III, our student athletes are able to really focus on all aspects of the academic experience. I don't have anyone on my team who's just involved with running. They're all in some form of clubs or academic organizations, have jobs outside. The fact they're able to do so many things during their undergrad and graduate studies in addition to athletics is just such a benefit.
AU Athletics dedicates themselves to building our student athletes through leadership experiences in the classroom, on their field of play, and beyond. It's your future, our promise.
8-4 is your score here at halftime. I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors who makes every one of these broadcasts possible. Kaufman GMC, Elite Management Properties, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers of Oswego. Let's take a look at the categories that we're bringing to you as far as statistical. On the shots, the Spartans outshooting the Foresters 18-12. Shots on goal, 11-6 in favor of the Spartans. Saves, 3-2 in favor of Lake Forest. Widlar with 3 saves and 8 goals against, a .273 save percentage. And the Spartans with 2 saves, 4 goals against. Asher Deputy with a .333 save percentage. Then the ground balls, 22-19 in favor of the Spartans. Halftime winding down, and what a dagger by Tyler Forstall as time ran out. We kind of thought that maybe there might be half a second to a second left, but they let the clock run out, and Forstall, they brought it down the length of the field, the Spartans did. And Forstall got his second goal and his third point of the day as the horn went off. Largest lead, 8-4. Spartans coming in 8-5 overall and perfect in conference play at 8-0. And the Foresters 7-6 overall, 6-2 in conference play. Spartans will be going right to left here in the third and left to right in the fourth. Spartans with the opening face-off. Here's Owen Spencer on the near wing. Nobody on him. He's going to go in and shoot. Oh, and he was knocked down. Oh, and then fell right onto his head. One of the Foresters, I believe that was Connor Murphy that fell down on Owen Spencer. Let's see, Spencer, is he going to come out? I mean, Owen Spencer, he got by one defender, and there was nobody there. He moved in, looked like he was going to take a shot on the near post. He pulled back and then ended up getting absolutely smoked. And then Connor Murphy landed on his head. And they're going to check out Owen Spencer real quick on the sideline. Spartans with the first possession here in the second half. Chris Bucci, who's been really quiet. And there's a quick shot by Forstall. He was looking for the hat trick. Owen Spencer already with a hat trick. Spartans looking to extend this lead to 5. Strub, had that one knocked right out of the wickets. Well, that was a great pick that time by Norris. Perfect. Able to get that ball out of the wickets. And then Lake Forest now. Let's see if they can turn this one into offense. Deputy got a piece of that one. Lake Forest on the attack, down by 4. 13:40 left here in the third. That one rolling on the turf, and this one's going to go out of play. And another turnover. Number 19 against Lake Forest, 12 for the Spartans. See if they're going to get Owen Spencer back out there after being checked out. Yeah, he is now back on the field. Good to see that he's okay. And he will start after the whistle. Spencer moves between the hash marks, drops it off Forstall. Forstall going to move in. Took a whack to the head, and there's the litter. And the Spartans will go on the extra man. 2 officials caught the contact to the head. It makes a very distinctive sound when it happens. Spartans trying to move in. Boy, Pora had a good look at that. Instead of taking the shot, he got it off to Dylan Cranges. Cranges just misses, and then Forrester's on the touch-up. Looks like it's going to be, is it just 30? Well, that was contact to the head. I would think it'd be at least a minute. Leader with it on the near wing. Forstall at the point. Strub. 1 minute for slashing. Here's Strub. Widlar. Got the handle of the stick on it. And that one deflects back toward the end zone. Here down to my left. Spartans up 8-4, looking to make it a 5-goal lead. Forstall, a little spin-a-rooney. Here's Bucci. Been held scoreless today. Long pass. That one's going to be a turnover over the head of Strub. And that's going to be the 13th turnover by the Spartans here today. .14 left in the third. Lake Forest with the possession, down by 4. No scoring yet here in the third. Quick move by Thomas. Thomas with it. Now moves it outside the far hash mark on the far wing. Boy, good defense by the Spartans. 18 on the shot clock. There's a long shot. Deputy with another nice stop. That's his third save. That one off the bounce. And a turnover, number 14 on the Spartans. Now Lake Forest will have it. Multiple opportunities to pull back within 3 for Lake Forest. Three goals by Owen Spencer. Ben Strub with 2. Forstall with 2. And Griffin Joas with 1. Deputy. Point blank stop. Boy, he read Aiden Wigton very well on that shot. Wigton able to split a couple Spartan defenders. Now the Spartans with it. No scoring yet here in the second half. Score remains 8-4. Here's Cranges. Here's Forstall. He has Bolton on the far wing. Forstall. A little stop between the numbers. And that shot way over the top of the crossbar, but Spartans will retain the possession. Here's Owen Spencer. He's got 3 goals already. He's looking for number 4. That one just missed the far post. He took another shot high up, but no call, and this one will be Forrester's ball. Taglione brings it up for Lake Forest, and he'll dump it off to Herbert. Trip Gaston. Gaston near side. Thomas with it. Gaston. 24 on the shot clock. 7:44 on the game clock here in the third. I don't know if this is going to go completely out of play. It is not. That one kept alive by Gaston, and the Spartans will pick it up. 20th turnover. Good pickup that time by Kosmicki. Noah Kosmicki. Here's Forstall. Oh, that one right over the top of the crease. Or the crossbar, excuse me. Aurora, MSOE, Dubuque, Illinois Tech, Lake Forest, and Concordia University, Wisconsin have qualified for the tournament. 2 spots remain. Benedictine, Cornell, Edgewood, Beloit, Lawrence, and Marion fighting for those final 2. Tournament starts Saturday the 26th. There's a shot by Bucci, and that one wide of the near post. As always, the number 1 seed would host the 8. 4 would host 5, 3, 6, and 2, and 7. The semifinals, Wednesday, April 30th. And the championship Saturday, May 3rd. As always, the winner of the tournament receives the automatic berth for the 2025 NCAA Division III Men's Lacrosse Championship. A lot of time coming off this clock. No scoring yet here in the third. Came in 8-4. Score remains 8-4. Andrew Koch. DeRosia out there for the Foresters. And he'll pick it up. Here's DeRosia. DeRosia, and he'll score. Jackson DeRosia. Makes it 8-5. Boy, he shed the defender, and then he put one shoulder height right by Asher Deputy. 5:38 left here in the third.
Assisted by number 11, Andrew Cook. DeRosia from Cook.
They're going to give Cook the assist. Good pickup by Owen Smith. Here come the Spartans. Shot wide by Eli Etzler. See if the Spartans can get there first here in the second half. 3-goal lead for Aurora, 8-5, 5:15 left. Herbert, DeRoja, Cook, and Dean. And the Spartans answer right back.
Aurora Spartan goal scored by number 17, Ben Strub.
He's now got the hat trick. Ben Strub joins Owen Spencer in the hat trick club today. Tyler Forstall 1 goal shy of that also. So Forstall with 2, Strub 3, Spencer 3, Joas with 1. Dean, Cook, DeRoja, Herbert, and Casey for the Foresters. And there's another flag, and this will be on Aurora. And then Spencer, another penalty. So there could be 2 penalties on this one. And it looks like they're going to send 2 Spartans off. And Lake Forest will be up 2. Or are they just going to give 1 just to Spencer? I thought that the initial penalty was not on Spencer. Was the second one. Now the other Spartan will fall in. So now Lake Forest up 2 here on the extra man. 4:11 left. It's 9-5 Spartans. And Lake Forest with a chance to get a little bit closer here in the third. Spartans down 2 players.
The first for number 28, Eli Etzler, 30 seconds for pushing. The second for number 25, Owen Spencer, 30 seconds for holding.
Spencer and Etzler. And there's the score. Did not take long. And Lake Forest cuts it down to 3. Well, when you're down 2 players, that's a tough task right there. 9-6, 3:55 left.
Man-up goal for the Foresters, scored by number 55, Ryan Dusevich, assisted by number 1, Tripp Gaston. Dusevich from Gaston for the man-up goal.
Dusevich from Tripp Gaston on the extra man goal. Ball down on the ground, and Owen Smith picks it up for AU. Still on the turf. Who's going to come up with this one? Noah Kosmicki again. Boy, bodies flying everywhere. Quick outlet pass to Jack Gillard over here, number 19. Now Lake Forest. Another flag. Good gracious. And this will be on the Spartans again. Well, it looks like Lake Forest is going to claw their way back into this via the extra man. And they score again. I believe that was Connor Murphy. No, Aiden Wigton, I believe, is going to get the goal. That one unassisted, and just like that, it's 9-7. Closest Lake Forest has been in a long, long time. Don't look now, but Lake Forest making a push here in the latter stages of the third with only 2:44 left. Spencer gives that one off to Bucci. Bucci. One wing to the other. Forstall back to Pora. Here's Strub. Strub between the hash marks. Bounces that one to Forstall. Forstall going to move in on the near side. Tries to go short side. On Widlar, and that one just misses. Spartans retain the possession, 31 on the shot clock. Pora went past the post and then turned around. Quick shot. Here's Bucci. 17 on the shot clock. Strub trying to move it in. Widlar got a piece of that. Or they're going to say no with only 6 on the shot clock. Spartans got to get a quick shot off here. Oh, a knockdown. No call, and that will be a shot clock violation. First one of the contest. With a $1:23 left here in the third. 9-7. Score held at 8-4 for most of the third. And 3 goals by Lake Forest. And 1 by the Spartans. Makes it 9-7. One minute left here in the third. Macklin Thomas. Try to move in on the near wing. Can't do so. He'll drop it off behind the cage. Foresters, move it to the far wing. 30 seconds left here in the third. Ball down on the turf, but picked right back up again. Dusovic out there. He's always dangerous. 12 on the shot clock. Not much difference whatsoever. This one back out to the point and score. Chaz Dean with his second makes it 9-8 with 7.7 seconds left. Gaston will get his second assist, and just like that, folks, we got a game. It's down to a 1-goal lead. Forcers 3-1-4 so far. Spartans 4-4-1. Well, this third has been all Lake Forest. And Lake Forest will have it for the final 7.7. Will they be able to get a shot off? There's a shot. And Deputy with a big save right at the horn. But the momentum right now with Lake Forest, it's 9-8 going into the final frame here in athletics.aurora.edu. We'll be right back with the fourth.
Hello, My name is Keith Wise, and I'm excited to serve our athletic department as the Athletics Diversity and Inclusion Designee. I've also worked at Aurora University for 5 years as the director of the Office of Black Student Initiatives. In my role as director, I help the campus engage in building community, experiencing culture, exploring resources that will support students' journey to graduate and become invested alumni. In my new role, I hope to help celebrate the unique identities of each of our student athletes and how that helps to form competitive teams, telling the story of how we are creating inclusive environments for student athletes and how value and belonging creates a strong team culture. The variety of my experiences and identity as an advocate of diversity, inclusion, equity, and belonging have helped me understand that leveling the playing field for everyone is essential in creating inclusive communities.
The fourth is upon us. It's 9-8 with 15 minutes left. And it was all Lake Forest there in the third. No scoring up to about 4 minutes left. And Lake Forest with 4 goals in the third and only 1 for the Spartans. And the Foresters have pulled this within 1. 34 shots to 20. Shots on goal starting to even up a little bit. 14 for the Spartans. Deputy with a point-blank stop. And 13 for Lake Forest. Make that 15 now for Aurora. Now Aurora, final frame, going left to right. They don't just want to shoot. They want to get a good shot here. And our normal partners in crime will be the ones taking those shots too. Spencer, he likes to move to the right like you see him doing. Then he'll come back left. He can shoot either way. Back out to Strub. Both with hat tricks. 6 goals between those two today. Here's Spencer. Finds Strub. Now he's between the hash marks. He's going to move in. He's going to shoot. Widlar. Widlar got a piece of it. Reset the shot clock. Now Pora. Forrestal. 50 on the shot clock. Here's Bucci, who's been quiet. Oh, that one hit the side of the net. Pora, now the Spartans. That was Forstall. He was looking for his third. Spartans will be at Marion and at Benedictine on the 19th and 23rd before the NAC tournament starts on the 26th. So the regular season winding down. And there's Forstall, that one on the rising shot. Only 3 seconds, I believe, and they're just going to give this one a shot clock violation. Once the whistle goes, let's see what Pora does. Usually they just throw it straight up in the air. Yeah, they're not going to get a shot off. So it will be a shot clock violation. So they'll go to Fond du Lac and then Lyle before returning home. Right now, the number 1 seed in the conference at 8-0, MSOE, Dubuque, Illinois Tech, and Lake Forest all tied up 6 wins to 2 losses. CUW 6-3. Benedictine 4-4, 2-6, 2-6 for Edgewood, 1-7 for Lawrence and Beloit, and 1-8 for Marion. That one over the top of the cage. Wigton was looking for his second. If Lake Forest can connect, they would tie this one up 9 apiece. Deputy, it's another quick stop. Boy, right now defensively, the Spartans have no answer for this attack for Lake Forest. Well, a tale of 2 halves. It was 8-4 at halftime. And mathematically, it's been all Lake Forest here in the second half. Here's Strub. Poor, nice spin move. He'll move back to the left. He'll take a shot. That one hit the post. Oh, bodies flying everywhere. Widlar is out of the crease. I'm not so sure that's a shoot. Yeah, I thought as Spartans would get that back. Widlar was way outside the crease, and then the horn went off for a shot clock violation, but it shouldn't have been, and now the Spartans will have it. They'll get a fresh 80. Strub, oh, that one hit Widlar, and that one's going to leave a mark. Ten minutes left, 5 minutes gone here in the fourth. 9-8. Aurora. Leader gives it off to Strub. Strub back to Pora. Here's Bucci. Bucci trying to spin move. He's going to draw almost a near triple team there. There's a low shot by Pora. And another shot, Widlar with a stave. Behringer able to get this one up for Lake Forest. Nine minutes. Oh, that one hit the chest protector of Deputy. You could hear that here. Herbert with the shot. Well, I'm not sure where that pass was going, but that one will be a turnover. Oh, the Spartans did not need that. Thomas waiting for his teammates. Cook a goal and an assist. My Deputy's going to have to stand tall here. Lake Forest has found a way to get shots through this very stingy Spartan defense. That one picked off. Kosmicki again. 23rd turnover for Lake Forest. Long stretch pass to Weiss. Weiss now drop it off to Forstall. Spartans will set up with 7:40 left here in the fourth. Ooh, Forstall wanted it. He went right and then left. Here's Joas. Here's Owen Spencer. That first move, explosive for Spencer. Here's Forstall. 30 on the shot clock, 7:09 on the game clock. Forstall. Joas back out front. Pora behind the back shot. That one missed. Joas back to Pora. Now he'll assume the duties behind the cage. He'll move near post. Here's Pora. Turnaround shot no good. Wide of the near post. Joas will pick it up. He'll only have 6 seconds to do something with it. Joas, Pora, score! Rylan Pora. A much-needed goal for the Spartans, 10-8. Well, they worked at that for a good minute and a half. And finally got Pora free.
Spartan goal scored by number 43, Rylan Pura. Assisted by number 51, Griffin Joas.
That's his 9th goal for Rylan. Joas, his 14th assist. Here come the Spartans again. That was Etzler on the face-off again. Now the Spartans with a little bit of wind in their sail. Here's Bucci, who's been very quiet here tonight. Bucci with 4 shots, shot on goal, 5 ground balls. Well, there was a shot. Widlar able to come up with it. No, he's not. Now we got a flag. And this one is going to be on Lake Forest. And this is going to be a slash. First extra man for the Spartans since the first half. Let's see if the Spartans can increase this lead back to 3. That's Widlar. 1 minute for slashing. Jacob Lipson in for Widlar. Well, you don't see that very often. So 1 minute slashing call on the goalkeeper. Well, the Spartans licking their chops right here. Widlar on the slashing call. The keeper out. Jacob Lipson in for this penalty. Extra man for the Spartans. Well, they can connect here. That would increase the lead to 3 with 5:18 left. Here's Forstall. Strub. Nice stop by Lipson. And Lake Forest. Down a man, and Murphy brings it up. Well, it got really, really cool. Slight wind. It's down to 43 degrees. It feels a lot colder than that. 10-8 your score. Spartans with the lead, 4:35 left. Herbert. Spartans 0 for 3 on the extra man, 1 for 3 for Lake Forest tonight. 50 shots to 23 in favor of the Spartans. Ball down on the turf, and this will remain with Lake Forest. 20 to 15 shots on goal in favor of the Spartans. They're looking to remain perfect in the conference. They're at 8-0 at this point. Lake Forest 6-2. For Lake Forest, they could drop down to 6th. With a tie with CUW, depending on what the tiebreaker is between the two of them. Here's Ben Jasper. And he's coming all the way down. They're going to chew up some time on the clock. Now Jasper will recede back to the other side of the midfield stripe. Here's Forrestal. .323. Milk a little bit of this shot clock if you can for the Spartans. Here's Strub. Strub, 3 goals. Owen Spencer with 3 goals also. Tyler Forrestal with an assist and 2 goals. Pora with a goal. Joas with a goal. Dean with 2. Cook. DeRocha. Herbert, Dusevic, and Casey. And here's Lake Forest right down the middle. Owen Spencer. Keeping right up with the Lake Forest attacker. Both teams are already in the postseason, but you don't want to drop too much farther. And a loss for Lake Forest would do that. They're sitting number 5 right now. And this will be a turnover. Number 25 on Lake Forest. Jasper gets it up to Dean Rowmaker. This one down on the turf. Lake Forest comes up with it again. 150 and counting. Lake Forest down 2. Murphy brings it up. And timeout, Lake Forest. 1:33 left. 10-8 Spartans. Timeout, Lake Forest. Here in athletics.aurora.edu. We'll be right back. .10-8 out of the timeout called by Lake Forest. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Kaufman GMC, Elite Management Properties, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers of Oswego. 1:33 left. Lake Forest calling the timeout, drawing up a play, as they've got to get 2 quick ones in order to tie it. They're running out of time with 1:33 left and 66 on the shot clock. We're back underway. Here's Gaston. Boy, he is fast. Nice spin move. He'll take a shot. Deputy with the stop and then the rebound and score. Herbert. makes it 10-9. Don't look now, but it's a 1-goal lead with 1:20 left. Boy, Asher Deputy got a nice stop, gave up a rebound, and Herbert, right place at the right time. And goal scorers always find a way to be in the right place at the right time, and he puts that one by Deputy. Boy, a fight for it here on the faceoff, and this ball will squirt out. Etzler trying to get to it. Lake Forest does. 1 minute left, and it's a 1-goal lead for the Spartans. Boy, the Spartans D is going to have to be on its best. And timeout, Lake Forest, 54.3 seconds left. When we come back, you will see the conclusion of this contest. It's 10-9 with under a minute left here in athletics.aurora.edu. Here's Gaston with it. 50 seconds left. Lake Forest down by 1, and they have the possession. Trip Gaston already with 2 assists. He's looking for the reverse hat trick. Can he get it? And a shot. That one obstructed. That one off Dusevic. Gaston will pick this one back up. 23 seconds. Deputy with a big stop. Oh, and Deputy trying to get to this ball, and will he pick it up? He does. He's free game out there. Got to get rid of it. Deputy down. Oh, here comes Lake Forest. Oh, with a chance. Gaston, shoot. Oh, off the post. And the Spartans are going to come out victorious. Oh, my. What a finish by the Spartans, and Lake Forest had multiple opportunities with Deputy way outside the goal. They hit the post. I mean, Deputy wasn't within 15 yards of the crease, and the Spartans. Woof, oh my. The Spartans win here tonight. And looking at the standings, I believe the Spartans just clinched a part of the NAC championship for the regular season. Now at 9-0, and Lake Forest will drop to 6-3. Wow. Well, 10-9 is your score. Catch your breath. Spartans win. They move to 9-5 overall, 9-0 in conference play, and hold the number 1 spot in the conference as MSOE is at 6-2. Lake Forest drops to 7-7 overall and 6-3 in conference play. Spartans win tonight, 10-9. Have yourself a great evening. We'll see you next time here on athletics.aurora.edu. Good night and go Spartans.